Hello there guys and gals, the Welsh Hunter here with yet another 100% achievement guide, and this time we are getting it all in Vampire the Masquerade, Coteries of New York. Yes, this is the second game of vampiric visual novelness, only this one is a little bit more complicated and takes a little bit longer. Now this was once again developed and published by Draw Distance and is for this week only on sale for just £2, $2, two little nut butters. Of course, if you're watching this after the current sale, it's normally about £16.74, so you know, wait for a sale later on or pay now. Either way, let's play. So this time around, we get to play as 3 different factions as we try to get in the way of 2 other families doing vampire wars. Or something. As I said, this is still a visual novel, so a lot of the time we will just be pressing the top option, and I'll just explain a little bit more now. So, there is a main story and a bunch of little mini side quests that we will need to do for various achievements. So I'll let you know, what I will do is, I will let you know when it's a story section, i.e. you can then just keep hitting the top option, and when there's side quests where we have to pick specific options. Now I have tried to make this as easy as possible, so hopefully, just following along, we can get this done in around 2 hours, probably a little bit less. So, with that being said then, let us begin. Now, if you did play Vampire the Shadows of New York, we will do the same thing here. So, go to Settings, Text Size Medium, type in Speed Fast, put Dialogue Options in the middle, and, once again, you can just hold down the X button as we begin a new game. Now, what we're actually going to do is get a couple of the bad endings first. So, what we're going to do, we're going to need to play through all of these 3 characters anyway, because, again, that's another thing that we have to do. We have to play through the game 3 times in order to get all of the achievements. So you can pick literally whoever you want here. You'll need to play as all 3 different characters anyway. Make up any name you want. I'm going to go for a nice Dixmol, which is, I believe, Dixmol. I don't know where that name comes from, but anyway. So, this is the story. Again, what you can do is just press and hold the X button, just to go through the text fast. If you want to, you can also spam the A button at the same time as holding the X button to go through the dialogue really fast. Now, this is, like I said, now each time that we play this, we are going to have to play this specific story part a couple of times. You'll also get an unmissable achievement for starting with the Bourgeois clan. So this story, and you will exactly know, you'll know that this is the story because we'll just keep going. So you can literally, for now, just keep picking the top option. That's fine. This won't affect any achievements because this is main story and not any side quests. And you'll know when it's side quests when we come up to a big map and you get to choose whoever you want to go on to. Okay? So, another thing I should say is, if you are going to be spamming, there is no manual save. Now, remember in Vampire New York, Shadows of New York, there was manual saves. There was 3 manual saves. In this one, there is not. So, what I highly advise doing, again, the main story, it doesn't matter. You can keep pressing the X and the spamming the A button because it literally doesn't matter. But later on, you will have to be very carefully because if you choose a wrong option, you will have to replay the game again to get up to that point. So just be careful later on, especially with the side quests, when we are choosing dialogue options. So for that, again, I just highly advise just holding the X button rather than spamming the A button in case you mess it up. So the 2 bad endings, excuse me, hopefully I've explained well enough. Mr. Dixmol, so what we're going to do is come up to the bad endings now. Now, we are speaking to Sophie and Prince Panhard. It's a phenomenal name, by the way. Would it have been better if it was Pansoft? Anyway, what we're going to do, when you see these 3, ask for mercy, escape the gallery, remain silent. What we're going to do is save and exit first. Do not pick anything. We're going to save and exit. And then, just like again, if you played Shadows of New York, we're going to go down to Vitum, completely quit out of the game, and go back in. So the Coteries of New York. And the reason we're doing this is the only time that we're going to do this, by the way. If for whatever reason you don't know how to do it or it doesn't work, it only takes like 5 minutes to get to this point. Because again, like I said, for now we're just going to get to the 2 bad endings before we start off with the 3 main playthroughs. So get yourselves back in there. Again, hopefully I've explained everything as well as I can. So we're going to load back in with Mr. Dixmol. Again, that is a name. That's not me anything. Now, what we're going to do is choose Remain Silent. So basically, if you choose option 2 or 3, doesn't matter which order you do it in. I'm going to choose Remain Silent now. This will basically give us the first bad ending for deafness. Job done. So as soon as the achievement pops and unlocks, what you're going to do, we're going to hit the dashboard, go to Vitum, press Start, and go to Manage Game and Add-ons. And again, that first achievement should pop for you. Then go down to Save Data, go down to your profile, and delete from console. Remember to delete from console, not delete everywhere. And then we can just reboot the game. Now, what that should do is still give us the option to reload, and then it'll put us right back in the dialogue choices there. So then we will end up choosing option 2 in order to get the second bad ending, because if you ask for mercy, that basically progresses the story on, and you will just have to replay the first 5 minutes or so. So when we load back in, Mr. Dixmol, again, that's not me swearing YouTube, so that's a genuine name. I've seen it loads of places. We're going to escape the gallery this time. So make sure to choose the second option there for escaping the gallery. Last chance. And that's another bad ending for us. So they're the only 2 bad endings that we are going to get. So as far as your legs can carry you, which for me is not pretty far because I am lazy. Oh, lazy people, we are the best. So that, like I said, that'll be the second option. That is basically now going to completely end the game, which is fine. So what we're going to do now is start our first out of 3 playthroughs. And again, as you can see, the load option is gone. So now we will be able to start new game. Now, if you went with the Bruja clan, again, like I said, we have to play through as all 3 anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But the first one we're going to pick is the Toreador. And again, you can just input, you can leave the name or you can input any name. Because I am so mature, and you know how mature I am, what I'm going to choose, my name is now going to be called Embiggendeek. And again, I've seen this name so many places. Sadly, though, I am actually just called Embiggendy. So that kind of makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. In fact, you know, it's probably a modern name these days, isn't it? Hi, it's Jaden, okay then, and Embiggendy. Come on, girls. So, this is, of course, now the first out of 3 main playthroughs. What the hell am I on about? This is the first out of 3 main playthroughs. So, again, like I said, for now, because we've got the 2 bad endings when we were in the art gallery and for escaping, trying to escape, now you can literally just keep holding the X button and keep spamming the A button if you want. Like I said, we're just going to keep picking the top option every time. Again, it's completely up to you. If you want to go along with the story, you can pick any option you want. Just for speed, we're just going to keep spamming and going with the top option. And I shall be back in a moment. So now it's going to talk you through a tutorial. Like I said, we're still on the state. This is the main map, by the way. We'll see the side quests later on in just a little bit. For now, we are just going to tell you, basically, it's going to say things like, you can get hungry with these symbols that are next to something, some dialogue options, you can feed. For the majority, though, we're not actually going to bother. Now, I should say, for all 3 different characters, each one has a unique ability. So that's why we have to do these characters and the achievements in a certain order. Otherwise, you'll end up missing out, and each playthrough takes about half an hour if you're spamming through it. So that's why you're doing it in the order that I do. So for now then, again, you can choose to drink from Julie or don't drink from Julie. You can choose to stalk whoever in the park. We're still in story mode, so again, just keep spamming the top option if you so wish. Yes, I know, the story, the beginning story part does go on for a while. So anytime you see this point then, you can just press the A button here to rest. Sorry, I forgot to mention, you probably figured it out. But yes, you can, a lot of the times we'll be going through the story, we'll be going through the side quests, and then obviously we will need to rest sometimes. So again, that won't affect any achievements, or it won't affect any times either. So you don't have to rush to do things, but as I said, we will be doing things in a specific order in each playthrough with specific characters. So, you know, just keep an eye out. So after we have a chat with big old Sophie right here, I say big old, I meant small old, this is where the whole side quest thing will begin. Right, so this is where these side quests begin. Now, the first one we're doing is at the very top, called It's a Kind of Magic. So there are 4 people that normally in other playthroughs we'd have to basically get on our side. For all of this playthrough, we're going to choose specific options to basically get them to hate us. So we're going to choose, is Agathon in? So remember, It's a Kind of Magic. And then, is Agathon in? Then choose, how do you know who I am? How do you know how I am? Sophie mentioned Agathon to me. It's a cracking name, by the way, isn't it? Agathon. Then let me introduce myself. My name is Slim Shady. How nice to meet you. Next, choose, I could use your knowledge. Your knowledge. So I could use your knowledge. Then, what's the rush? What's the rush? You gonna get a haircut? Yeah, I'm just jealous because I got no hair. And then finally, on second thought, not interested. So, that's the first. We will also get the achievement called a recruitment fiasco. Now, just ignore the little edits on screen for now. Basically had a little power cut, so I had to go through the entire game again, which is why you will see a couple of a couple of these edits here with different things. So next up then, we are going to go searching for Hope, which will be the sort of blonde lady vampire right there. So searching for Hope, that's the next one we're going to. Now choose I'm looking for Hope. Me too. Do you know where I can get it? I'm also looking for money. Do you know where to get some? Your name, ... your name, which would be top option. And then choose again, I'm looking for Hope, which is the top option again. Then the waiter brought me here. Your chat room sucks A to the S to the double S. Then vibe check, the top one. When it comes up, there it is. So I don't think this part makes a difference, but just choose the top one. Excuse me. I'm building a coterie. So second option there, I'm building a coterie, or whatever the hell that word is. And then finally choose I'm definitely out, which will be the bottom option again. So I'm definitely out. Again, remember, we are not working with any of these 4 characters, and this is for an achievement at the very end of the game. So next up, choose Gumshoe in the dark. It should automatically have put you there. So Gumshoe in the dark. Next, we are going to rush the assailant. So we're going to rush the assailant. So it would be second option there, rush the assailant. Then we're going to choose the Red Hook Murders. So bottom option, the Red Hook Murders. Next up, a lot if you ask Kadir. Isn't going so well, so let me help, top option. Then we're going to remain silent. I mean, old crack nuggets right there. We'll, I don't know what to do. Right, what are we waiting for? So basically, we've just been pretty... We're being a douchebag to this guy, to be fair. Old D'Angelo Bailey. I'd rather keep it to myself for now. And then apparently we're going to do some detectoring. But we're not going to be doing much detectoring this pretty late through. You're the detector, you tell me. Pet detective. It's meant to throw us off. Bottom option. Then the killer used a sedative, which is the bottom option again. Next up, we're going to say Tremere, or Tremere, or Tremere, or whatever, the bottom option. Then choose You Don't Sound Happy. You don't sound happy. Next, choose Sounds Like You Two Have Some History, which would be the top option. So sounds like you two have some history. Then choose Ring the Doorbell. Ring the doorbell. Then give us 5 minutes. So it's going to be the second option. Give us 5 minutes. And then finally, it's going to be figures you'd cover for one of your own, which would be the second option. Again, figures you'd cover for one of your own. And then that will basically get D'Angelo Bailey off our case. So that'll be 3 out of 4. So we can just rest now after a long day of annoying people and, you know, failing everything. We can take a little rest. So just go ahead, press the A button to rest. Now, this is just main story, so again, we're just going to keep spamming through and pressing the A button or the top option every time. It's only a quick one, though. So after that little main part of story, we are now going to choose Jezebelles Childer, which will be the Tamika, the lady right there. At the bottom. So, Jezebelles Childer. Right, so, first of all, we are going to choose Seek Out the Grangle Haven. So, second option, Seek Out the Gangrel Haven. And then we're going to choose the bottom option, which will be So You Can Bark, Let's See You Bite, dog. So you can bark, let's see you bite. I don't know what he's insinuating there. What are you looking for? Or what are you looking to her for? Sorry. Then it'll be the bottom option. Better put a leash on that pet of yours. He keeps insinuating stuff. Like biking and barting. Yes. He's holding you back, which would be the top option. And then bottom option there for wait, ... And Tamika's going to be like, hey, screw you, buddy. And once again, we are going to rest. And a little bit more main story is going to be coming up here. So once again, we can just spam through by clicking the top option each time. So again, after that little main story part, we are now going to choose Faith and Myth Part 1. So for these guys, we actually have to complete so these are like the little side quest characters, okay? So first of all, choose Does God Still Listen to You? So the first 4 that we were doing are the main characters, and these are just the side quest characters. Very confusing. Choose Run. Sorry. Choose Run. Did you do this to me? So second option, did you do this to me? Now choose Why did you... Oh, wait, sorry. You shake hands, sorry. Got a bit ahead of myself there. Top option, you shake hands. And then, why did you invite me? Does it matter? Someone who looks like they should be in the band Fall Out Boy. There's a natural explanation. So, top option. And then perhaps we are divine, not damned. The bottom option. This is a lot to take in. Bottom option once more. Bottom option once more. Right. Now choose I Have to Pray for Guidance. And that ends Faith and Myth Part 1. So, yeah. So, like I said, the first 4 characters that we were doing there and failing, they are needed for the main character, the main story quest later on. These, which have Part 1, Part 2, etc., are the main side quests, the side quests that we have to complete. So after resting, we are going to choose Faith and Myth Part 2. And then choose Aren't You Worried? Yes! My nipples are falling off! I can't stop thinking about Divine Purpose. Then choose You Can Talk to Different Elders. About the war! So, the 3rd generation. So, top option there. The 3rd generation. Then choose Move Discreetly to the Side, which will be the 2nd option. Move discreetly to the side. Then choose Who Were Those 3? Who were those 3? Then choose My Sire Left Me. Okay, now we're going for an X Factor sob story here. My Sire Left Me. Well, okay, you win. Right, choose I'm Not Your Enemy. I'm your friend, your lover. And that one is done. Now we can choose Somebody's Watching Me Part 1, which is, I forget her name, Austin or something. But anyway, choose Somebody's Watching Me Part 1, which is going to be the lady. And then we're going to choose the top option to provoke the Stalker to appear. And that very quickly ends this one. So these side quests, they're about 3 or 4 parts. I think they're about 4 parts, actually, every time. So we're going to have a little rest. And once again, we are going for main story mode. So again, you can just hold the X button and keep spamming the top option for now, because once again, this is just main story. It doesn't have any effect on any achievements. Back to it then. So we're going to choose Somebody's Watching Me Part 2, which her name is, I keep forgetting for some reason. So choose Who's This Friend? So again, this is the side quest now. So choose Who's This Friend? Then, is this a snactual thing? Let's continue this face to face, or maybe butt on face. And then choose Come In. Oh, really? Okay. Alright. Right, we are going to rest, and then we're going to go through some more story stuff. Fantastic puns right there. Really enjoyed them. But again, we're not allowed to swear anymore, because YouTube will put us on the naughty step, bend us over, and demonetize us. So, you know, best not swear. But anyway, rest anyway. And then, like I said, now we're going to be picking any options again until we reach the side quest map. So this is more story-related stuff, so you can choose the top option every time. And now we are going for the shadiest of reporters. Now, I don't know why all shady reporters seem to end up looking like this. Called a nosy reporter here. This is the one we're going for. I have no idea why. Now, for now, we're going to choose I Can Take Care of Myself. That's not a dig at all shady journalists, by the way. I'll go beat the bar stool up. Is this about the Masquerade? Now choose this must happen often. When you're a celebrity like me. Do you know anything about the reporter? Virgin. Now choose Auspex. Use enhanced senses for the first time, I think, in the game. So use the bottom option. Now choose I recognize you from America's all-you-can-eat restaurant. So a reporter, huh? Now choose so you're a stalker of some sort. Now choose so why does this matter? No doctor is that good. I know Sophie personally. Oh, she's a society princess. Well, aren't we all? Threaten Frank with legal action. No more all-you-can-eats for you. You've made a lot of enemies. Desist and I'll leave you alone. Does this look like a man who had all he could eat? And now we can rest. Well, that was entertaining, wasn't it? And straight into the big stuff then. Straight away, we'll go for Faith and Myth Part 3. This is with Benoit, or Benoit. Now choose, I wasn't sure I'd come. Me neither, but here we are. I think God is with me, even now. He's coming, too. It's a big come party. Good idea. Big, you know, come in being faithful and Jesus-y and stuff. That's what I meant. Does he know we're coming? Well, he's been arrested a few times for... no, joking. Now choose... sorry. Now choose will be fine. Second option. I'm so sorry. It's just you hear the word come in and it's all funny. Choose yes, I'm ready. So yes, I'm ready. And now we will choose profess your belief. And finally, for Big Benoit, we will choose to keep the events of the night to yourself. And that should get you the Faith of the Furious achievement for completing Benoit Segal's quest line. So that is, well, that's just fantastic. So Benoit is done. Now we are going to choose, you should now have a Nosy Reporter Part 2 left. So make sure to choose him. Again, apologies about the whole editing situation there again. But as long as you'll be following along, you'll be fine. Choose, I'll take care of it. Now choose, you follow Frank covertly. Next up, choose let's have a friendly chat. Wow, your nipples are fantastic. No, that's not friendly. That's weird. Sorry. Don't say that. I thought we agreed there's no story. That's more of a friendly chat rather than a weird one. Don't you have better stories to chase? Now choose presence. Trust in your blood to convince Frank. So we're using one of our powers once again. Now we're finally getting somewhere. Now choose offer Frank to work for you. Let me help you. It should be the bottom option there. Let me help you. And it'll be the bottom option again here. Quid pro quo. Quid pro quo. And that is the second part done. So now we can take a little cheeky rest. And this is basically, we're jumping straight in now to Adelaide. That's her name. So we're going to choose Netflix and chill. So the feeding opportunity, Netflix and chill. This is someone watching over me, part 2, by the way. Now choose, can I kiss you? I mean, since I've already sucked the blood out of you, might as well get a peck on the lips. It's not what it looks like. Now choose, that's it, sorry. So that's part 2 done. Now we're going to click on part 3. Somebody's watching me part 3, so make sure to click on somebody's watching me part 3. And for this one, we're just going to choose the bottom option there. Let's try a normal date next time. Kissing, Netflix, chilling, and sucking the blood out of each other's neck. Okay, fair one. Anyway, that should now get you the Every Breath You Take achievement for completing Adelaide Davis's quest line. Somebody's watching me. Right, now what we're going to do is rest, and now this is main story stuff. So again, we're just going to blast through it and keep picking the top option just to get through to this main quest storyline. So, as you can tell there, the Every Breath You Take achievement was quite delayed for me. But now we should be on a Nosy Reporter Part 3. So, hopefully that last achievement unlocked for you straight away. So, choose a Nosy Reporter Part 3, and then we're going to choose I Hope Your Story Is Good. So, I hope your story is good, because the burger you're eating looks fantastic. So, what have you got? Bottom option there, what have you got? Now, choose top option, I Can Help You. Now we're going to choose to fight the assailants. So fight the assailants. You'll regret this. Top option there again. You'll regret this. Now choose presence. Try to scare them. So top option again. Try to scare them with your presence. And finally we're going to go to Sophie. And then we're going to say, it was an ambush. It was a big bush. And that should then get you the Journalistic Intervention for completing Frank Doherty's questline. So now, after doing all that, we are finally starting to come up now towards the end. So there is a lot of story stuff left. We've done all the side quests. It's pretty much just a lot of story stuff. So for now, just keep slamming through it and just keep picking the top option or any other option you want. Again, for me, I'm just choosing the top option every single time because it has nothing to do with the achievements or anything. So let's just smash through it. So what you're going to see here is given into the beast's call. Now, I don't think it makes a difference of what you do. I end up just picking the top two options just to give in and then just regain control. It's literally just a feed-in section, so don't worry, you can choose whatever you want there. Otherwise, like I said, for now, it is still just main story stuff, so keep on spamming, slamming, and scramming that A button. Or that top option button. Or that top option dialogue, that's what I'm trying to get at. Oh, there she is, Maya. Maya butt reeks. I'm sorry. That obviously says Mia, I know, but, well, you know. Right, so coming up to the end of the game. Now, remember the first 4 characters that we introduced ourselves to, but we didn't take any part in them? The main reason we're doing that is for this achievement in the quote-unquote grand finale. So we basically, again, this is all story-related, but we end up in this coffin. We'll try to break out. Now, because we didn't help nobody and nobody's on our side, we should now get the achievement called A Face and Only a Mother Could Love, which is basically for nobody coming to help us in our grand final, except for this homeless crackhead looking guy. And old ghoul from Fallout right there, Mr. Kaiser. So, again, as long as you be following along, you should have that achievement, A Face Only a Mother Could Love. Again, like I said, this is all main story stuff, so you just keep picking the top option, spamming through all the dialogue as usual. And that's all we're going to do. So we're just going to keep slamming, keep picking the top dialogue option, and then we will get the damned if you do achievement for completing the game with any character. So, literally, for the first 12 minutes of the story, it's all just story, and then for like the last 10 minutes, it's more story again. So, yep, nothing to do except top option, please. Sophie dies at the end, and there's actually no way to save her. She's going to die at the end every time. So that is, unfortunately, because Sophie is, well, she's beautiful for a vampire. Right, so we're just going to go straight into new game. This time we're going to choose Bruja again, and again you can choose any name you want. Now, Stigrash I chose. I've got no idea why I chose it. I've got no idea what it means. But our name for this playthrough is Stigrash. Again, absolutely no idea. But just like the first playthrough, again, there's no ability to like skip the cutscenes you've already seen or anything. You've literally just got to slam through the story every single time. So, same thing. Again, for this bit, because it's literally just like 10 minutes until we get to the map and we can start doing the side quests and stuff. I just keep holding the X button and then spamming the A button just to smash through it as quick as we can. So, just do that, and I will see you in 5 or 10 or so. Now you see, even during the first playthrough, this first part of the story feels dragged out. But it's unfortunate. It's what the stuff we got to do for achievements, huh? So, first of all then, now we go for 2 of these specific characters. Because you can only get 2 for the grand finale. So first off, we are going to choose Jezebelles Childer. We are going to go ahead and recruit Tamika and Hope. It doesn't matter what order you do this in, by the way. Just as long as you do the specific dialogue options that I do. So we're going to walk around the park, first of all. So we're basically going to be nice. We were nasty to them in the first playthrough. We're going to be nice to them now. Say, choose easy there. I'm not looking for a fight. You big Scheitzenhausen. Next up, we are going to choose straight to the point. I like that. Or you can choose, I could use your help. Either option 1 or option 2 is fine. Now choose, I'm looking for partners. Now we can choose, that's right. Next up, we can now choose, I don't expect you to. So top option there, I don't expect you to. There it is. So click A. Right, there we go. I got there in the end. Then choose Then Let Me Earn It. And once that is done, she is like, okay, alright. Plus we get the A Walk in the Park achievement. Eventually. Sometimes, again, it may come up. I was having about 30 seconds delays on some. So if it doesn't unlock straight away, don't worry. It will. Right, now we're going to choose Hope. So we're going to choose Searching for Hope. Oh, there it is. So again, apologies about the edit. There's a bit of a weird edit. But we are going to choose Searching for Hope. A Walk in the Park finally unlocked for me. That's what I was just waiting for, by the way. So first of all, we're going to choose Looking for Hope. So I'm looking for hope, faith, everything in Jebus. Now we're going to choose your name. Then choose I'm looking for hope. Then choose presence. Try to get the chat under control. So the bottom option there, presence. Try to get the chat under control. And eventually she's going to ask us, just say, Sophie sent me here. Again, we're just being nice to Hope. We need her on side. Any vibe check is all good. Now remember though, we need... Hope is the most difficult to recruit. And I'll let you know why in just a sec. We're going to say Sophie sent me. So Sophie Langley sent me. And then eventually she's going to ask us to help her with the online moderation of the chat room. Which we're going to say, why the hell not? So why the hell not? Now, this next part, again, is very important to recruiting Hope. So, first of all, choose Ignore. Very important to do this. So, choose Ignore. Next up, choose Are You Hurt? So, bottom option, Are You Hurt? Although I'm wondering, who's thinking this is a sexual show? Then next up, we are going to Ignore. So, choose the option Ignore. Ignoramus. So, Ignore. And then we're going to choose the second option, is there a vampire internet? So, is there a vampire internet? Next up, we are going to choose ban. So, get your tally and ban it. Next up, we are going to kick. Kick, 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 kicky, kicky, kick, kick. So, there we go. Choose kick. And bleep. There we go. Now choose ban. An angel that fell down from ban. And finally, we're going to ban again. And then we've got one more option again. So choose ban here. And then we are going to choose the option, sure, why not? Eventually, when it appears and pops up, just say, oh, in fact, wait a minute, does it mean? So wait a minute, does it mean? And then sure, why not? Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself there. But sure, why not? And that will unlock the Good Job Mods achievement and Hope will be on our side. Again, you can only recruit these 2 for the grand finale. You cannot get all 4. It just won't work for whatever particular reason. So after that one, we can now go to the scarred one, which is Tamika, for the second meeting. Again, you should have got the Good Job Mods achievement. And again, so we're going to just say whoever's hiding in those bushes, or Tamika. Tamika. We'll go with Tamika. And then just say you'll warm up to me. And then next up, we're going to say I'm not your enemy. So I'm not your enemy. Right, next up you can say your brother's worried about you. So your brother's worried about you. And then finally we can accept her favour. But make sure to choose for you anything. Do not choose the bottom option. I like my favour's return. She will not like it. So we need to choose the top option there. Now we can say I meant it. Anything, huh? You want some of my hair? Now we can just choose wait, we're walking. And then just, sure, let's go. Let's go. Right, so now we're just going to choose top option. This one doesn't really matter, but we'll just choose the top option anyway. I'll wait on the bench by the tree. Wait on the bench by the tree. Now choose you okay. And then we are going to say, at least you knew your sire. And then she left you alone. You don't have to be alone. So again, top option, you don't have to be alone. You have me. Make sure to choose that top option there. You have me, full stop. What does it mean when I have you, full stop? Right, so creature's going to attack us. Now we're going to choose potence to attack the creature. How very dare you in a moment of, I don't know if I'm pulling this lady or not, but now we can retreat and hide. But anyway, that's a C blocker right there if I ever found one. So thank you, Mr. Creature. So retreating and hiding, and we can just now pick the top option each time. The scarred one doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you pick here, because that will be part 2 done. So now, and like I said, you could do these in any order. You can go through Hope's and then Tamika's just in any order you want. But of course, for some reason, I decided to go one each. Not sure why. Right, this is just another bit of main story stuff. So just smash through all the top dialogue options again. So once that bit is over with then, we are going to go for Hope's second meeting, so make sure to choose the other side of Hope. The other side, butt side. No, choose the other side of Hope here, and then what we're going to choose, we're just going to choose the top option for a couple of times here. So, nice car, and then we're where? And then choose the top option here. I'm at young, hot, petite, ingenu? Whatever it is. Choose the top option anyway. Now for the second one. This is where, well, in just a moment, we're going to choose the top option while we're in the car. Doesn't matter. Now we're going to choose the third option. Just give me the flash drive. I'm at leaky gut syndrome. Hilarious. Just choose the third option there. Just give me the flash drive. And then we can start walking away. So choose the second option. There it is. And this time we're going to refuse the blood. So bottom option there to refuse the blood. And after some stuff goes down, so after this dialogue option then, when we get to a new place, we're going to choose the bottom option for celerity to outrun his gun, which of course if you got the power to, you would always outrun his gun. So that's it then, and this will end Hope's second meeting. Right then, so for the next minute or so, it's another bit of story. It's where we've got to get the bottle for Jackie, the homeless crack addict or drunk addict, whatever he is. So this is all, again, just choose the top option every time, and I'll see you in a second. So after that bit of main story stuff, we are now back to the side quest tutorial stuff, and we're going to head all the way down to the bottom to go for Tamika's third meeting. which is called the Battle of the Cloisters. Very interesting name. So make sure to choose Tamika again, then the Battle of the Cloisters, and we'll crack on with it. So what we're going to do, again, you can choose any option. I just choose the nice option there for sort of how are you holding up, are you okay, and all that stuff. So how are you holding up? And then just say, is it really worth it? And then we're going to say, oh, what the hell, I'm in. Oh, God, you and your beauty, you make me that. I tell you what, if you got beautiful eyes, then you're every man's butterbean. Right, now choose, why would your sister lie to you? I don't think it makes too much of a difference, but I just chose the second option. That should be fine. And then just say, I guess we could use the help. Yepperoni, it's I guess we could use the help. And there we go. Now, this is a battle. So just choose the top option. That was fine. And next up, we're going to choose, make sure to choose the second option. Let's try the stealthy approach. Let's try the stealthy approach. And then we are going to choose either one. Slice his throat with your fangs, I do, because that is, that sounds badass. Now choose have Tamika take him out. Make sure to choose have Tamika take him out. And then basically I'm just going to choose the top option every single time now, apart from that one. But it's pretty much free reign now from here to the end. So just choose any choice you want. I just choose, it's your choice, Tamika. But again, it doesn't make a difference. I just chose the top option here. He made you do whatever. And then I'm just going to choose the taking control option. Again, the last couple didn't matter. It was really the have Tamika take them out. And it's pretty much good now until the end. Oh, look at that. Well, here we are. So let us rest. It's been a weary old almost hour so far. And we're going for meeting number 3 for Hope. So her master's voice. That is exactly what we need. So go for Hope again. And her master's voice. Now, what we're going to do is say, I know the name. And then we're going to say F her. So the bottom option there to flub you. To go fudge yourself. Go flick a nickel. Basically F you. Right, now choose, I just chose steal her voice right here. And won't I be in danger? Those last two didn't matter, so I just chose the top options, really. I don't think they matter anyway. But with Kara, what we're going to do is we're just going to choose corporations. Corporations are the sleazebag, and the hippies hate them. Pretty much. Now choose the mastermind. So you can either choose option 1 or 2. Do not choose Hope. I just chose the mastermind just because it's easier. Now we're going to choose you're bluffing. So bottom option to Kara. You're bluffing. Now choose the option nobody. So again, bottom option, nobody. Nobody once told me my fish was kind of funny. And then choose the second option, one word, payback. Retribution. Insultants. And after this bit, this is the end of this particular scene. Now, we rest. Wait, no, I lied. We didn't. We don't rest. We go into Tamika's final meeting. So, it's the Wounded Warsong side quest for Tamika's final meeting. Again, we're at the park. So, we are going to just say, you sure you're up to it? If you say so. I mean, she looks fine. She doesn't look injured or anything, so that's all good. And then we could just say, take one out, leave the other to Tamika. So, take one out. Next up, we're going to say, leave 2 of them to Tamika. Leave 2 of them to Tamika. And then we are going to go fast and fierce. Do you want to go slow and horrible or fast and fierce? It's the Fast and Fierce 20. Vin Diesel, 80 years old. Now we can just choose attack the gunmen. These ones don't particularly matter. Let's just say let him go and we let you live. Now we're going to need to choose, we need to get out of here. So bottom option, we need to get out of here. And then finally, we need to say you need help. Psychiatrically or just actually, you know, physically? Physically or mentally? Because I think we could all do with a bit of physical and mental love, wouldn't we? I think we do. Anyway, that'll be Tamika's last quest, and that should unlock the Wild at Heart achievement for you. for completing Tamika's questline. Now, she is going to help us at the end in the coffin, so bountiful. But for now, this is all main story stuff, so again, keep spamming through and choosing the top option. Thanks, Kadir. I appreciate your voluntary access. So, finally, we are going to go to Hope's final meeting called Double Spiral. So, let's hope it up. Final meeting to get the last achievement here. So basically, for now, what you're going to do, you can just keep choosing the top option for now. Basically, the only options that we need to give a crap about are when we are back in Hope's computer room the very first time we met her. So for now, just keep choosing the top option. It's honestly fine. And now we're going to end up in the desolateness of Hope's computer room. So we're going to choose second option there. So it's like that. Huh? Next up, we're going to use celerity. So after all this, we're going to use the celerity option. There it is. So celerity, separate them as quickly as possible. Bottom option. And finally, we're going to choose calmly look around. And that will be the last choice in Hope's story. And that will be the extremely online gal achievement unlocked. And now, we can pretty much just smash on through to the story. We are going to do Adelaide's story. Now, remember how we went on a date with Adelaide, the stalker from the first playthrough? Next, we have to complete this by her hating us, which is a bit of a shame, but it's what we got to do. So for now, you can just keep cracking on and just keep choosing the top option. This is just the main story. Also, we do get the Like a Moth to an Old Flame achievement. So, the Old Flame achievement, Like a Moth to an Old Flame, will unlock here. And now we're going to do the opposite of Adelaide. So, go to Somebody's Watching Me, Part 1. There it is. And then we're going to choose the bottom option here. Tell Sophie that you have a problem. And then next up, we're going to say, I am being followed. So, top option there. Top option, I am being followed. And we can now choose Adelaide again. Well, after we rest, we're going to rest first. Sorry. So we're going to rest, and then we can choose Adelaide again for Somebody's Watching Me, Part 2. And then all we're going to do is celerity. So run away and say, Bee! So second option, run away and say, Bee! So Stigrash is like, nah, bruh, I'm good. Right, so for now, what we are going to do... Basically, we're just focusing, of course, on Adelaide. So what I will do now, you can choose any location. Normally, it'll be Benoit's, the sort of top two right there, because they're the shortest one. So what we're going to do is choose any location, and we're going to only pick the bottom options. Basically, to try and get through these as quickly as possible. So yeah, just keep doing that for now. So just keep choosing any locations. Do not do all of the stories for people, though. So just do one at a time. So if we start off with Agathon, we will then go to Benoit, and then we'll go to the reporter, and then we'll go to the next one. So just because you don't want to finish someone's story, because that might mess up your end game. So just do one at a time, choosing the bottom options all the time, just to get rid of, basically just to get through their stories a little bit quicker, until... Somebody's Watching Me Part 3 unlocks for Adelaide. So again, just do one at a time, choose nothing but the bottom options until Somebody's Watching Me Part 3 appears. Now, the reason we're doing those side quests is because obviously we still need the story to progress, of course. So that's why we're just doing those one at a time. This is now back to the main story stuff. So I'm just going to keep spamming and slamming on the top dialogue options. Right, so now we're back to the side quest then. Somebody's watching me part 3 should now be there. There it is. So after this, you should now be able to finish this one off. So choose Big Adelaide Davis. And finally, for the last one, we're going to choose the option, just please stop. Just please stop. Nah. As long as it's not the second option there. So we can choose just please stop or I was just scared. I'm just going to choose the top option to be safe. And after that one, the Get Out of Here Stalker achievement should unlock. And now we don't have to worry about doing any of her quests in the final playthrough. Right, so for now, of course, we still need the story. Still need the main story progression, which we are doing right now. So again, for the time being, just choose all the top options as you've been doing. Is Maya butt reeks? Sorry. Right then, so same as before, we don't have to do basically anything with the side quests, but we do again have to, again, as I said, again and again, we just need to do it one by one, just so we're not accidentally completing some of these quests. But for now, we're just going to go through all the locations, again, only picking the bottom choices until the story progression, until the main story kicks back in. So again, just choose every location one at a time, choosing all the bottom options. And, yeah, until the main story cracks on. Right, so after this then, it is going to be some more main story. So again, we're just going to be choosing the top option every single time. Is that you? Maya balls wrinkled? So after another bit of long main story stuff right here, again, we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to just choose each story one by one here. Just choose the bottom option every time until we get more main story stuff. Oh, in fact, here we are then. So, obviously we're going to try to break out once again, and this time, because remember we have helped Hope and Tamika, you will get the achievements Beast Mode and Hope is a Dangerous Thing. So that should be 2 of them. And then, of course, this is the main story, so obviously what you're going to do is just keep pressing the X button, picking the top dialogue every time, basically now until the end of the game, and then we will go for our 3rd and final playthrough. Finally. And there she blows, matey. So, 3rd and final playthrough left to do. Once again, of course, this is going to take roughly about half an hour. Sometimes it does feel like longer, I get that. But it's not. So, let's crack on with it then. So, for the last one, you're going to choose the Ventrue family. Which would be the middle one there. This time, I think I call her Fish Flaps. Yes, or Fishy Flap or something, yep. No, sorry, there it is, Fish Flap. So, we got Fish Flap, Ventrue. That was pure coincidence, by the way. I wanted to name one of them Fish Flap. It turned out it was the lady. Pure coincidence, okay? Genuinely, no. So, once again, of course, you know what to do at this point. It is literally story for the next 10 minutes. So just keep picking the top option every time. Just keep spamming the X button and the A button until we get to the side quest part once again. Genuinely pure coincidence, honestly. Fish Flap is just a hilarious name for someone. Aye. Good evening, fish flap. Good evening. Ah, man, I'm so mature. So I do apologise, actually. Sometimes it took me like 10 seconds to go to the next part or press the A button. That's purely because I was just looking at my notes. So here we are then, back to the side quests. We've done Hope and Tamika, so this time we're going for the top one. So it's a kind of magic. We're going for Agathon. So the first option we're going to choose is Agathon in? So obviously we're going for Agathon and D'Angelo in this playthrough to get those two remaining achievements. So how do you know who I am? Aisling Sturbridge. Sophie mentioned Agathon to me. I know that's Aisling, so don't at me, bro. Let me introduce myself. My name is Shady. How nice to meet you. I can assist you in your work. What research is this about? There it is. So what research is this about? Then say, sure, I'll join you, you angry-looking man. And outside, we're going to remain quiet. So the bottom option there, remain quiet. Then choose Sophie spoke highly of you. Now we're going to do some domination. So dominate, let us in, we insist. That guy looks like he could do. He looks more sub than domination. But what's with the window? Dominate. Now choose argue with him to buy time. So the bottom option, argue with him to buy time. And finally, I can do more, you know. Oh, winky winky. I can do more, you know, stinky winky. And that will end this part, but it'll get you the Enchanted To Meet You achievement. For just convincing Agathon to cooperate with us. Right, so we're going to rest, and then for the next one, what we're going to do is go for Agathon number 2. So it's going to be called Juno and Agathon. So this is the second Agathon side quest, if you wish. So, first of all, we're going to choose I Came to Help You. I'd like to say the second option there, but no, we can't. Now we're going to stay silent. So, bottom option to stay silent. Then say, no! Then say, let's go already! So, let's go already. Now we're going to do some charming of the bouncer. Presents, charm the bouncer. Oh, there'd only be one way if I was a lady that I'd charm the bouncer. Using my strong women attitude, of course. No, focus on helping Agathon. So second option. Now choose, is she looking for the notes too? Because all you women are strong. God damn. Now let's choose, let's not forget the Masquerade. Next up, we're going to use our presence to calm Juno down. It'd be incredible to sucker punch her, but we will calm her down. Then just say, of course, of course. So, of course. Of course. And then finally, we can choose the driven option. So, choose the second one for driven. That will end number 2 for Agathon. And then we can choose Gumshoe in the dark. Should automatically put you on it. We can now start D'Angelo Bailey's side quest. So first of all, we're going to choose presence to make him stand down. So the bottom option for presency to make him stand downy. Then choose, are you D'Angelo? Are you D'Angelo? No, I'm the Angelo. I'm regular old Angelo. I know who you work for, choose. So now choose I know who you work for, and then choose I know I'm here to help. Next we're going to choose to offer him a light. I thought that said fight first, but it is a light. So offer him a light, and then we're going to say, sounds good. Next up, choose Sophie Langley. Langley, eh? Langley Falls. Right, now choose the graffiti looks like a clue. After that, we are going to say it seems desperate. So top option, it seems desperate. Now choose the killer is Kindred. The killer is Kinder Desperate. Thin Bloods. Choose top option, Thin Bloods. Yeah, blood, it's the Thin Bloods. Now choose, who? Who? And after this, we're going to say, what's the plan? Sometimes the last option may say the Thin Blood Primogen, so just choose that one for the last one before. Now choose throw a small rock at the window. Now choose this is important. And for the final one, we're going to choose then help us clear your name. Guy who looks like Mikel Arteta, Arsenal football manager, in a weird way. And after this one, you'll get the Sweet Smell of Success achievement, and we can just crack on with it. Now we're going to rest, and a bit of main story action is about to actionate. That's a word, right? So, for the next side quest, quote-unquote side quest, we automatically get put into Agathon's third side quest. Now, I just chose the top option every time, but I'll still tell you which ones to pick anyway. So, we choose I'm Cool here. So, this is now the third side quest. Even though we didn't pick it, we automatically get thrust upon it. So, we choose I'm Cool. Now, you can either choose the top option, like I did, or you can choose to dominate, command her to run away. So I chose the top option, but either one doesn't matter. Intervene, and then I chose the top option again. I literally just basically chose the top option every time, and it seemed to work just fine. We're going to play down the trouble. And then the girl who visited, was her name Juno? No, she was just a girl. Then we're going to choose your grandmother, which would be the top option again. And I chose the top option, or you can say the second option, which was I'm sorry this happened. Now, I apologise that I went really quick on that one. First of all, I genuinely thought it was part of the main story. So that's why I just kept choosing the top option. And that's why I done it really fast. But as it turns out, that was supposed to be the third side quest. But again, it doesn't matter anyway, because you'll still get the achievement later on. So do not panic. Now we are back into the main story quest. So now it's fine to just choose the top option every single time, but I do apologise about that later on. Or, you know, if you can't choose the top option for whatever reason, just choose the bottom option, usually works as well. Right, so now we're going to choose Notes for Aisling Sturbridge. This is the fourth and final Agathon one. So choose You Need My Help. The bottom option there, You Need My Help. Then we're going to choose What's the Research About? Born. Now choose Stand Guard Patiently. And then next up, we are going to choose How do we find her? Probably by looking for her, which would be that'll be a good start. Next, choose Go Around the Warehouse. So go around the warehouse. See, you found her quite quickly. 2 seconds. Now we're going to choose Don't Listen, Agathon. Don't listen, Agathon. Agathon. Now we're going to use our presence. and say, present, please just give us the notes. 2 words, FU. Well, that's not very nice. Then choose, did she join Tremere Rebels? And for the final one, for Agathon, we are going to choose accept the compliment in silence. And that is going to get us the burn after reading achievement for completing Agathon's quest line. So, now we're just going to crack on with D'Angelo Bailey stuff. Huh? So we're going to rest, and then we'll be able to choose the side quest called The Gift That Keeps On Giving. And that will, of course, be D'Angelo's one. So, should automatically be on it. So let's crack on with that one now. We're getting closer to the end. It may seem like you've been on it for hours, but no. So, choose calmly wait for him to approach. Then choose let me talk to them. I'll get us in. Then you're going to choose I'll just use my powers, which if you had the powers, of course you bloody use them. And then, of course, we're going to choose presence, make the officers let you in. Next up, then, we're going to choose another piece of graffiti. Top option, another piece of graffiti. It's about Cain, Michael Cain. And then, why it looks like you were right. Speaking of Michael Cain, he looks like he's been hard on it. Say, short might as well be prudent. So, short might as well be prudent. And then choose, are we good? Are we good and hood? And then, we're going to say, sucked dry, just like the last one. Oh, what a lucky guy. Sort of. So, sucked dry, just like the last one. Oh, man, that must have been good. Now hide behind the freezer. What a way to go. What a way to go, though. Sucked dry, damn. Now choose... I'm so sorry. Oh, God, you must hate me by now. Now choose... come on, Larson, spit it out. Is that because you sucked the last guy dry? Anyway. Try to flush the killer out. Oh, you do hate me, don't you, everyone? Now choose... hold it. What's your business here? So bottom option, hold it. What's your business here? Then you can choose any choice. Again, I just choose the top option. That's a hell of a hairdo, by the way. Hell of a bee in her bonnet there. So I just choose the top option. Who the hell is this Valerie? Anyone, doesn't matter there. And after that one, now of course, we've already done Agathon. So just like in playthrough 2, what we need to do now is choose every location and we'll go one by one. Just picking the bottom options or any options until we can reach the map again. So keep visiting any location, pick the bottom choices just to get through everyone's story a bit quicker until we can rest. And then we can pick D'Angelo's next side quest again. But like I said, remember to just do it one by one rather than doing it, you know, all at once. Just in case you do somebody... just in case you complete somebody else's side quest and then, you know, you'll accidentally mess up the achievements for the end. So too long, didn't read. To summarize, just visit any location and pick any bottom choices. This is part of the main quest again, so just choose the top options and then go back to visit any locations and pick only the bottom choices after this part. Sorry if that was confusing. So, we are back then. We're going to choose Strange Bedfellows, which of course will be D'Angelo's one. Now, you can pick any options that you want for a little bit until we get to a certain dialogue option. So for now, I'll obviously tell you which one that is. So for now, just keep picking the top option, and I will let you know when we need to pick the specific option. So after you've either flipped her off or said it's fine, for this one, we need to choose It's About Sana. So this is where we have to do specific ones and say It's About Sana first. Sana the sandwich. Now choose We Want Her Alive, which of course, why wouldn't you? Then choose I Don't Like Where This Is Going. Next up, choose It's the Right Thing to Do. It's the right thing to do, man. Then choose D. You have some explaining to do. You are a massive DH. But you have some explaining to do. Then choose, quote-unquote, a higher profile target. The second option. And then pretty much any options now until we get back to the map. So again, I just keep choosing the top option every time. Doesn't matter which one you do. We are all good. So keep going. Top option. Here we are back at the map. We're going to rest. Oh, because it's been a hell of a journey with you guys. And again, some more main story stuff. So again, like I said, I'm just going to choose the top option every single time just to smash through it. We're also going to get the achievement. Consider this my resignation letter for meeting somebody you used to know in the life of Fish Flap Ventrue. Basically, it looks like Patrick Warburton. And if you don't know who that is, Joe from Family Guy, and, you know, he's been on absolutely loads, so you'll know. Right, so here we are then, back with D'Angelo's side quest then. We're going to choose Dead End Blues. This will be the last one that we're going to do, finally. So first up, we're going to choose Any Luck with Sana the Sandwich. Any Luck with Sana. And then choose, what options do we have? Well, we can either get up or go back to bed. Go back to bed. Pick, and again, what we're going to do is pick any options until we get to another specific bit of dialogue option. So again, for the time being, just pick the top option, or whichever one it is that you want. And so then we are back to choosing a specific dialogue option. Now it's going to be you took the name of your character, or you took on the name of your character. And finally say it's okay to be D'Angelo. And with that one, that will complete all of the side quests, and you'll get the Buy My Lovely achievement, and everyone will be delighted with that. Right, so broskies, braskies, and brewskis and brunskins. There's nothing else to do now apart from we're going to go through all, again, obviously what we're going to do is go through all the other locations, only picking the bottom choices again until we finish the game. So as I've said before, just keep going for each individual one. So do Hope, and then Tamika, and then the fat journalist guy. Looks like someone who works for the, I won't say the name of the newspaper, the S*N. And if you're British, you will know exactly what I mean there. Trust me, you don't want to know. Scummy newspaper. Anyway, just keep choosing each location, choosing the bottom options, until we can finish this one and we get to a main story part. Right, that seemed to take a while, but we are now back to some more main story stuff, so we can just keep choosing the top option if you want, or anyone, whatever you've been doing so far. Because it's a main story, again, I'll just say I chose the top option every time. And we're back with some more side quests. So again, keep choosing one location by every time. Bottom options, you know the drill by now, until we get back to the main part of the story. And we're back with the main story. So top option every time is fine to do so if you so require, desire and wish and be on fire. Yeah. And we are back with some more side quests. So, obviously, you know the drill by now. Visit each location, pick the bottom option, keep going until we get back to the main story. We're almost there, damn it! Whoops, main story time. Top option every time then, thank you. And just to drag the game out a little bit longer, we have to do... Yes, we have to do a few more of these side quests. Again, one by one. Pick the bottom option, you know the drill. But we're almost there. A few minutes left now. Oh boy, this feels dragged out, this playthrough. can honestly say, I don't say this often, but I'm so glad I'm so glad we're in the coffin right now together. I haven't been so happy to be in the coffin. Anyway, after this bit, what you're going to get now, you should now get the Arcane support and the Trouble is My Business achievement, which means you should only have one more left to get, and that is for completing the game with all 3 characters. So again, both of those should unlock for you. Perfect. So again, from now, it's literally just picking the top option until we get to the end of the game. Yeah, you did it. We did it. God, we're so hot. And here we go then. This is a Fish Flap, whatever second, Fish Flap Ventrue's adventure is done. She's now going to go into obscurity and probably try to go to the courts to get her name changed, I expect, because nobody wants to be called Fish Flap, really, do they? But that's it. There we go then, guys and gals. You should now get the New York Trilogy, the one rare achievement in the game, and that is it. So, I know a couple of those parts of the game did feel quite dragged out. Could have got it done a little bit quicker, but there we go. So that is that. You should now have both. Again, if you follow my Shadows of New York guide, you will now have both the Vampire New York games done. So thank you so much for watching, guys and gals. I really hope you enjoyed the game. I hope that the guide helped as well. If it did, of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend as well. All the usual stuff. Big massive shout out to everyone who continues to support the channel on Patreon. Gord Martin, by the way, absolute legend. Thank you so much. And everyone who interacts with me on the daily as well. I shall see you in the next one, guys and gals. Big love.